Memories of the past, the strings of time gently hum, echoes of a past long gone. Yet every note, each quiet beat, still dances in the rhythm of our feet. The songs we sang, the tunes we knew, paint the skies of memories too, a melody that never fades. In every chord, the past invades. All the memories of the past can be recalled through the music we love and the music we played. In every harmony, a story untold of days gone by, of love so bold. The piano keys whisper your name, each one a spark, each one a flame. Through every sound, we're not apart, for music binds the strings of heart. And when the world feels far away, I find you in the notes we're playing. The music lives, it never strays. It brings us back to brighter days. All the memories of the past can be recalled through the music we loved and the music we played. For in the songs, we'll always stay, forever bound in melody's sway. Some doors are locked for a reason, not because they should stay shut, but because the person who holds the key hasn't come back yet. A cozy study filled with old books, stargazing charts, and framed black and white photographs. Elena dusts the shelves as sunlight spills through lace curtains. Elena opens the drawer of a small desk. Inside lies a delicate silver key with a star emblem on its handle, slightly tarnished, wrapped in a note. Elena reading aloud.
For when the stars feel like home again.
Her hands tremble slightly as she picks up the key. It had been years since she touched that key, since she had the courage to go back to the place where everything began and where everything once ended. Twilight, the observatory hill, golden hour light paints the sky. Elena walks up the familiar path to the hilltop observatory, the key in her hand, her sketchpad under her arm. Wind through tall grass. Her footsteps crunch on gravel. Unlocking the observatory, the large oak door creaks as she pushes it open. The observatory is dusty, filled with echoes and time. Old charts, a dusty telescope, a broken star map on the wall. Her fingers trail across the desk where she once sat with Leo, mapping constellations. Elena softly.
It still smells like ink and starlight.
Leaving the note, Elena sits at the same desk, pulls a piece of paper from her sketchpad, and begins to write.
I don't know if you still come here, but I did. I found the key. And maybe part of myself, too. If you want to talk, I'll be here again tomorrow night. No pressure, just stars.
She folds the note, places it under the telescope lens, and pauses before leaving. Elena to herself.
Maybe the stars will bring you back, the way they brought me.
Leo at home. Leo sits alone in his room, working on a sky map. His hands pause as he stares at a photograph. Him and Elena at the observatory years ago. He looks out the window. The observatory light flickers on briefly, then off. Leo to himself.
Was that?
She had left the key behind once, just like her heart. But now she had opened a door, not knowing if he'd walk through it. Only that the stars were still watching, still waiting. Through the telescope, sometimes the stars aren't there to guide us. Sometimes they're just waiting for us to stop running, long enough to look up again. Observatory interior, early evening. Leo pushes open the creaky observatory door. The room is dim but familiar. Dust particles drift in golden light. His eyes land on the note beneath the telescope lens. He hesitates, then picks it up. Elena's voice, gentle.
If you want to talk, I'll be here again tomorrow night. No pressure. Just stars.
Leo murmuring to himself.
Just stars.
He looks toward the telescope and exhales deeply. The next night, outside the observatory, Elena sits on the bench just outside the observatory. She glances at her watch. Her sketchpad rests on her lap, blank. Footsteps approach. She turns. Leo is there, a soft smile on his face. Elena quietly.
You came.
Leo.
You left a door open.
They stand in silence for a moment before walking in together. Inside the observatory, the telescope is set up and clean. Moonlight filters through the open dome above. Leo gesturing.
Want to see what Saturn's rings look like tonight?
Elena smiling.
Only if you still remember how to calibrate the lens.
Leo.
I never forgot.
They laugh gently, nostalgia between them. He leans over the scope, adjusting knobs. Stargazing. Elena peers through the telescope. Her eyes widen. Elena.
It's clearer than I remember.
Leo softly. You always saw more than I did.
She looks at him. Silence stretches, but it's a comfortable one. Elena.
I miss this. Not just the stars, but feeling like the universe didn't need to be so far away.
Leo after a pause.
You were the only person who ever made it feel close.
Somewhere between Saturn's rings and quiet glances, a fragile thread began to reconnect. Not rushed, not forced, just slowly spinning back into orbit. Drawing by starlight, Elena opens her sketchpad and begins to draw Leo as he gazes through the telescope. Leo not looking at her.
Are you drawing me?
Elena smiling.
Maybe.
Leo turns to her.
I always wondered if I'd end up in one of your stars.
Elena.
You were the first one.
Through the telescope, they both saw more than distant planets. They saw reflections of who they used to be, and glimpses of who they still might become together. The night we drifted, goodbyes don't always come with closure. Some slip through cracked voices and silent tears. Quiet departures under skies too vast to hold what's been broken. Flashback. The observatory. 7 years ago, the observatory bathed in moonlight. Young Elena, 18, and young Leo, 20, sit inside. Her packed suitcase leans against the wall. Her sketchpad lies closed on the floor. Leo voice trembling.
You're really leaving tomorrow.
Elena, not meeting his gaze.
My mom already booked the train. I didn't know how to tell you sooner.
Leo's jaw clenches slightly. Elena fidgets with her bracelet. The argument. Leo.
You didn't trust me enough to tell me, after everything?
Elena.
It wasn't about trust, Leo. It was fear and pressure. And knowing if I looked into your eyes, I wouldn't go. And I need to go.
Leo.
You need to go, or you want to run?
Elena firm. I want a life outside this town. And you belong here.
His face falls. Her voice cracks. Elena.
Don't make this harder than it already is.
Leo quietly.
Then go, if that's what you want. Go.
The observatory door. Elena stands at the door. One last look behind her. Leo remains seated, staring at the telescope. Neither says goodbye. A single tear slides down her cheek as she walks away. And just like that, The stars above witnessed the moment they stopped orbiting each other. Two hearts, drifting into separate skies. Present day, the hilltop. Present day, Elena sits alone, the sketchpad on her lap. She stares up at the same sky, tears in her eyes. Elena softly to herself.
I thought I had to leave to grow, but maybe I just didn't know how to stay.
Leo's room present. Leo sits at his desk, flipping through an old astronomy journal. Inside is a folded note. To Elena, not sent. He reads it silently, then sighs. Leo whispers.
I never stopped looking for you in the stars.
The night they drifted apart still echoed in their bones. But maybe, just maybe, the sky hadn't finished their story yet. A promise once made. Some promises are spoken only once, but they echo through time, through silence, through every unanswered question. Even when forgotten, they wait, like constellations in a cloudy sky. A younger Leo and Elena lie on the grass beneath the observatory, stargazing. A lantern glows beside them. Crickets hum in the background. The stars are vivid above them. Elena pointing to a constellation.
That one's us. Two stars too far apart, but still part of the same sky.
Leo quietly.
Do you think we'll still come here, even years from now?
Elena.
Only if we promise.
Leo.
Then I promise, every year, same night, summer solstice, right here.
Elena smiling.
Even if we're mad at each other?
Leo.
Even then,
Present day, Elena's bedroom. Elena sits on her bed, flipping through her old sketchbook. Tucked inside is a folded paper, a constellation map titled The Night We Promised. A date is written, June 21st, summer solstice. Elena soft gasp.
That's tomorrow.
She stares out the window, lost in thought, a mix of hope and fear in her eyes. Leo's workshop. Leo is fixing an old telescope tripod. He finds a ticket stub tape inside his desk drawer. Solstice Sky Watch, June 21st. Leo to himself, half smiling.
we were just kids, but I never missed it.
He looks toward the hill in the distance. They were older now, weathered by life, scarred by silence. But some things, some promises, don't age the way people do. Preparing for the night, Elena packing a blanket and her sketch bag. Leo folding the note Elena left him and tucking it into his pocket. Both of them walking up the hill from different directions, nervous, uncertain, but drawn by the stars and something deeper. Hilltop reunion dusk, the sky shifts to twilight. Fireflies flicker. Elena arrives at the observatory first, laying out her blanket. She lights a small lantern. Footsteps. She turns. Leo stands there, quiet, unsure. Leo.
I didn't forget.
Elena smiling faintly.
Neither did I.
There they were again, under the sky that never forgot them. One promise, two hearts, and 1,000 stars above, each one waiting, watching, whispering, it's not too late. Cloudy nights, tense strings, begin beneath soft rain ambience. Sometimes it's not the storm itself that unravels us, but the way it shakes the things we thought were finally safe. Love, promises, hope, all tested when the sky begins to turn. Elena and Leo sit beneath a soft sky, gray clouds slowly rolling in from the horizon. The summer solstice gathering has begun down the hill, families lighting candles, kids running with glow sticks. Elena gazing up.
We used to think the stars were ours, like they'd wait for us no matter what.
Leo softly.
Maybe they did. We just took the long way back.
Sudden wind gust. Distant thunder. Elena shivers. Leo glances at the horizon. Leo.
That's moving fast. We might have to leave soon.
Elena quietly.
I don't want to.
But even the sky has its own timing. And sometimes healing gets interrupted. Scene description. A light drizzle begins as they rush into the observatory, laughing breathlessly. Leo lights a lantern inside. They stand close, but don't touch. Elena catching her breath.
Some things never change, like storms on the solstice.
Leo looking at her.
Some things do.
Silence. The room darkens as thunder rolls overhead. Rain intensifies. Elena suddenly serious.
Why didn't you ever write back?
Leo startled.
What?
Elena.
I sent one letter. Just one. Right after I left. I said I missed you. That I was scared. You never answered.
Leo quiet.
I never got it.
Beat of silence. Their eyes lock. Emotion swells. Leo stepping closer.
I wrote you too. Every month for a year. I just never sent them. I thought you were gone for good.
Lightning flash. A flash of lightning lights the room. Rain crashes harder now. Elena turns away, blinking back tears. Elena.
I was gone. But not from you. Not really.
Leo.
Then why didn't you come back sooner?
Elena voice breaking.
Because I thought you hated me. Because I hated myself for leaving. Because I didn't know how to ask for forgiveness.
Silence. Thunder. Leo walks to the telescope, touches it softly. Leo.
I would have forgiven you. Even then.
Under the storm's shadow, two hearts stood soaked in everything they never said. And for a moment, the rain spoke the truth they were too afraid to say aloud.
Underneath the starry sky, I see forever in your eyes. Whispers of a world unknown, but with you I'm not alone. Through the highs and the lows, I'll be here, I'll never go. Every word I say is true. My heart belongs to you. Love and promises will keep them near. Through every doubt, through every fear. With every breath, with every kiss, I'll hold you close in endless bliss. Promises made, love that won't fade in this heart. You'll always stay. As the seasons change and pass, our love is strong, it's built to last. No matter what the world may do, I'll stay faithful, always true. When the storms begin to rise, I'll be your shelter by your side. Through the dark we'll find our way. With every promise we'll be okay. Love and promises will keep them near. Through every doubt, through every fear. With every breath, with every kiss, I'll hold you close in endless bliss. Promises made, love that won't fade in this heart. You'll keep them near. Through every doubt, through every fear, with every breath, with every kiss, I'll hold you close in endless bliss. Promises made, that won't fade in this heart. You'll always stay. In love and promises, we'll always find a bond, and broken hearts alive. Forevermore we'll be as one. In love and promises, we'll never be undone.
She used to draw the sky at night with pencil lines and paper light. A galaxy spilled from her hands while I just watched and tried to understand. She sketched the moon, she traced the breeze. She saw the world no one else sees. And I stood still, afraid to start, with constellations in my heart. She was the girl who drew the stars, mapped the heavens, healed my scars. But I was just a shadow near, a silent wish she couldn't hear. She soared beyond these midnight bars, the girl who drew the stars. You left like a comet across my sky, burned bright and fast, then said goodbye. But in your wake, the dark turned gold. You were a story never told. I traced our stars, I kept your name, and waited quietly in shame. If you're